Well, Saints fans, our first loss of the 2023 season. Nah, we're all right.
We are.
We're all right.
We're all
It was
right.
by 6 points to the premiership favourite, so we cannot be disappointed with our efforts on the weekend. So, if anything, I think we're more optimistic now, and we know that we can take it to the best sides in the AFL. So, without further ado, boys, how are we? Jake, we'll go to you first. How you doing?
Yeah, very good. Same as what you mentioned. Feeling good about the boys. Good to get a test. Get the barometer of the competition, Collingwood, and shows that our style stacks up against the best, which is really good to see. And special mention to everyone that turned out yesterday, the Bentley Social as
Bentley
well.
Social,
that
huge.
made it amazing, and we got a game that I guess that crowd sort of deserved.
Yep.
And the ending, Marshy, you can talk through that, but the final 50 seconds.
Yeah.
Can you talk through that?
How are you, Marshy?
Yep, lads and listeners. That was hectic. That was easily the best loss I've seen.
Yep.
The video, the last minute and a half, last 57 seconds. Oof. A lot of emotions in that one, but you couldn't be more happy with a loss like that because what we've learnt from that would be immense.
Yeah.
And if we didn't have that 5 minutes at the end, that's shit. But we did have that 5 minutes. Final siren, pretty much did a Collingwood to Collingwood nearly. Skied in right at the end, but I can't believe how close it was.
Yeah. It's just
game,
unbelievable.
All throughout. So
It was one of those games that almost deserved to be a draw because we both brought amazing physicality, pressure, ball movement. It was all great. It was all really good. And both sides were really trying everything they could to get that ball forward and kick a goal. I think we had a bit of disconnect. And everything I think I say this episode about St Kilda was the same for Collingwood.
Probably, yeah.
It was such an identical game that there was a bit of disconnect in that pretty much the first half with the forwards and not being able to maybe look down and hit a target inside 50, which hopefully should be fixed with the players coming back. But I feel like that's where the turnovers really started happening, was in our defensive half, and we weren't able to really lock it in or get marks inside 50.
Yeah.
And that kind of opened the door for players like Darcy Moore and I feel bad, I forgot his name.
Frampton.
Murphy. Murphy had a great game. So it opened the door for them, but on the other side of things, on the red, white and black side of things, that was the same for us. Like Battle, Dukes, Wilkie, especially Wilkie, he was pretty much best on ground for me. So that was, it was such an evenly poised game.
It was. I mean, looking back on it, there were some pretty important moments in certain parts of the game. Like going forward, where I think it was Higo, like little examples like that, where he just grabbed it and turned and just kicked it sky high, or we had a player out the back and Gresh has just kicked it again, sky high, no penetration. Do you boys see that as kind of... we buckled a little bit under some of the heat because we haven't played a team that's brought that sort of intensity yet, or was it more us?
That's what Ross pretty much said, is that we invited them into a lot of those opportunities and we're not as clinical as we usually are through perceived and actual pressure.
Yeah.
Like Collingwood, I've watched... whenever you watch it against your own team, you see them a lot more closely, obviously, but... They were down a few personnel. They weren't 100%, but it just goes to show, same with us, like their system is really, really strong. And, their pressure was amazing.
I thought we stifled their run through the middle as well pretty well, which we've done all year. They didn't... Like, they're one of the highest scoring teams. We still kept it... If you had told me pre-game, Pies are only going to kick 70 points, I probably think, we probably win this game.
Yeah.
We got close.
Yeah, we did.
Ross said that as well. He said, we took away some of their strengths, they took away some of ours. Yeah. And I like that because it's true. Both teams had their moments.
Yeah. I was actually really intrigued by this game and the analysis of this game, the analytics rather. But I watched a few shows afterwards, which I don't usually do.
First Crack, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was First Crack and there was a few other things that I watched, but Collingwood build a wall in front of the contest or behind the contest. So when you're trying to move forward, they have 4 midfielders build a wall about 5 metres in front of you. So all you see when you look up is Collingwood jumpers. But if you can manage to get it over that wall,
You're free.
You're free because you got 5 St Kilda players waiting there to receive the ball. So when it did happen, we looked great. We just had to get through that wall of pressure, and that's where we did get caught up a couple of times with the amount of smothers that Collingwood made.
Mate, it was Smothers Day.
They got over 20.
Smothers Day.
It was 19-1.
Was it 19-1?
I think it was more than that. I think they got 20 plus.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Okay, it was a lot.
We only had 2 or 3 by the end of the game.
Okay.
So
I reckon they had 10 of them alone in the last quarter.
Oh,
yeah,
It just felt like they went another level.
and that's kind of exciting as well because they're little mini missed opportunities where I think you might have said it on the night, Joycey, that previous 4 weeks we're taking that extra sort of 5 steps.
Yeah.
We're breaking the line a little bit, but we're kind of rushed a little bit into our kicks. But everything that was up to that play and the design for where that ball was intended to go was really shit hot.
Yeah.
Like, so many times where if they don't get that smother, we're kicking a goal.
And we got through when Brad Hill took that risky kick into the middle and it flicked out the back because I can't remember who went for the mark, but it went through his hands. And that's when Paddo got tackled. And credit to him, he got the hands out to Clark, who dribbled it. And then Caminiti walks into an open goal.
Yeah.
If Paddo doesn't get those hands out, that's just a stoppage in the middle of the ground. And we don't get that goal.
Yeah.
So that shows how well, like, we talk about Collingwood being very good on the attack.
Yeah.
But they're just as good holding up in defence as well.
Yeah.
So for the first time in a long time, I think we have a respect for the opponent that we haven't had for, Collingwood in a long time.
We want to get to that level.
They are the benchmark. They're a benchmark team. I think one of the things that I was concerned about, but I saw flourish late in the game when we did have that hot run and kick 3 or 4 goals, was that Ryan Marshall really didn't make the most of being the biggest bloke on the ground.
I thought that.
I don't think he controlled the ruck well enough until one of the last clearances, and we kicked a goal from the clearance. He decided to do a little cheeky out the back. He decided, no, I'm the big boy here. I'm going to hold you off and I'm going to do a little cheeky flick out the back. And it was perfect.
Yeah.
It worked so well, and he nailed it. And I think it might have been Hunter Clark running onto it or Seb Ross running onto it, whoever it was. It was such a good passage of centre clearance work that we haven't seen for a long time. Like, no one's been able to burst 20 metres from the clearance and try to find a target inside 50 for a long time in St Kilda colours. Without Paddy being there. Yeah, correct. So that was really nice to see late in the game because that was, had Rowan Marshall made the most of the differential in the ruck, it would have been not a drastically different outcome, but I feel like that's one of the things that would have improved us 5%.
Did we leave it a bit too late to go to that gear? Because it looked like we had a gear to go to.
I was sure, but we were waiting for it.
We waited until it was too late.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it was a waiting situation. I think it was Collingwood really came out of the blocks in that last quarter. They knew what needed to be done. They needed to bury the game. What I was happy to see was, like, we usually wait for an indicator from the other team that maybe they're a little bit tired, don't want to go in as hard, and then that's where we crack in and then we kick our 4 or 5 goals on the run.
Yeah.
And with a team like Collingwood, that's not going to come until very, very late in the game.
Or you just have to make it happen.
And you have to make it happen. So I think that's what we can learn from next time, is that we can make it happen. And we did throughout the whole game. We made it happen.
I think we should not underestimate that final 4 minutes. I think he's going to play on the boys in the best possible way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I know we lost, and some people say you're talking shit, Jakey, you lost, but going into next week, you normally start games the way you finished the last game.
Yeah, it's momentum.
So I could see us coming out fast against the Blues based on that confidence you get of, oh, geez, we nearly snagged that.
Yeah. And it's another test for Rowan Marshall again this week, because I don't know if Pitnet's going to be playing. I think he got injured last week. So he'll be up against De Koning, who's a young ruckman. And I'm sure that, what he learnt in that last 5 minutes, he'll be able to take into that game and go, okay, well, I can do it now. So let's give it a crack, boys. Like, boys around the centre, I'm going to try this one out the back. Let's try a few new things, which is what you really need to do against Carlton because they do have a decent midfield. Back to the game, though. There were a few incidences, I think, where... And we were pretty hard done by. There was, I think, players get caught up in the game. Umpires get caught up in the game big time. And this is where I'm not giving them a complete out because there is more than one umpire looking at the contest at each time, and one umpire will have his eyes on what's happening after the contest, and one will focus on what's happening before the next contest, so they can get a full scope of the ground. There were things that were missed, and it will happen in the heat of a game like that when it's fast. They will get stuck ball watching.
There's
they
four
did.
of them, though.
Yeah, there was four of them.
Literally
So
added another umpire.
That frontal contact one was inexcusable.
the Marcus Winhager mark on the wing.
Yeah.
That's the one
McCreary
you
or
were
whatever's
talking about.
watching Winhager the entire time. Ball's coming in, and he's just and he gets him in. He doesn't even get the ball.
Nah.
Like, if that's in the forward 50...
It's arm, it's ball,
that's a
it's
free
head, it's
kick.
everything. Yeah, it's everything. It was a mark.
It was everything.
It was a free kick.
Even if that was like in the goal square, 10 seconds to go, and that same thing happens, then no one from Collingwood are cracking the shits.
No, because that's free kick.
Free kick.
They thought it. Windy thought it was a free kick.
Yeah.
When he got back up.
And I'm glad no one went off at them, though.
Yeah,
They showed a lot of
discipline
character,
in some
a lot
of
of
those
poise.
occasions was good.
Such good discipline.
Yeah.
We had one hiccup with discipline, which was
Well,
yeah.
We'll talk about that now, but
yeah. Well, we'll get into it. But the other umpiring calls there were two obvious sling tackles. That's what I didn't like seeing. I was like, nah. You guys have been cracking down on this, and the MRO's been cracking down on this all season. And we get two very obvious ones. One was to Liam Stocker off the ball.
holding as well.
Holding the man, sling tackle, resulted in one of their goals. That got
them up and about.
That really did get them up and about. And I saw it and I was like, nah, come on. Like, I was surprised. I felt like I was the only one at the Bentley Social that was going off about it. I was like, did you guys not
Nah, yeah, I saw it.
say it? Like, that is just...
Yeah, it happened pretty quickly.
It happened. It happened very quickly, and as I said, things were happening very quickly in the game. But as soon as that happened, I went, "That's a sling tackle," you know.
And the Seb Ross one was worse.
Yeah.
And the Seb Ross one
That
was
was gross.
dangerous.
His arms were pinned.
Yeah.
And he hit obviously he wasn't concussed, but he hit the deck pretty hard with his head.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yep. So he's lucky to walk away from that one.
Yeah.
But the other thing that I am most proud of about this game was we brought a bit of angry bastard back to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you gonna refer to Paddo?
No, I'm not. No.
I actually
'cause-
like that. I'm going to say
Yeah.
that straight away. I love that
Oh,
he didn't.
that was good.
He didn't. Ginnivan's just sitting there waiting, and Paddo's just
Oh,
looking
fuck
at him.
you.
I was
Yeah,
like,
well,
picking you up.
that's it.
Ginnivan looked like the stupid one in the end because
He's just sitting there waiting.
sitting there waiting.
Get
like,
up, mate.
Come on, mate. Won't you help me up? It's like, no, you're a grown man.
Like, get yourself up. Then he waited for his teammate to get him up.
Yeah,
Like, just
yeah.
get up.
Just get up.
Yeah.
Like, if I did that on the ground and I went to, like, someone helped me up and they just walked off, I'd laugh and just get up. He sat there. He put so much mayo on it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you suck.
And then it became a story on Fox Footy.
Yeah.
Is this bad sportsmanship? Are you serious?
No,
Because like
it's competitiveness.
it happened
Yeah.
last week,
It's
didn't
edge.
it, with Higgins and Will Powell or whatever his name is.
Yes, and Will Powell did it.
That was lovely, really
Yeah.
nice to see, but that rarely happens.
Yeah, and
wait.
also it was because Will Powell gave away a free kick and he was like, fuck, that was a bit,
Yeah.
It's like putting your hand out and saying sorry.
Yeah,
True.
whereas this is a top four clash in
Yeah.
the heat of the moment. You want to win the game. You want to
Yeah.
beat your opponent. That's
No,
little
Paddo-
mental things.
I love seeing that.
Can I
really
tell you, I've met
keep it up.
Ben Patton in
Yeah.
person. He is lovely. He
Oh,
is
yeah.
so nice and he's always up for a chat. So I'm sure they talked after the game and they're having a beer and they were having a laugh about it. But on the field, no, piss off. I'm not helping
yeah,
you up.
big
You've got
dog
teammates for that. We're in different colours for a reason here. So maybe at the end of the game, if it's knocked out and the game's over, the siren's gone, what happens on the field stays on the field and then you help him up if the tackles happen then. But nah, not then. Nah, doesn't matter. That's not what I was referring to, though. What I was referring to is our physicality and our tackling and how we weren't we were making them earn everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every single thing that they were going for, we're making them earn it, and we're bringing a bit of bastard back to
Dukes
us.
had a couple of nice moments.
He had
like
a couple-
that. He
yeah.
used his big frame and go, "Oh, you're going to stand in front of me."
Yeah.
Just know Dukes is behind you.
Yeah, spot on. And the other one, I can't remember who laid the tackle, but it was on Jamie Elliott, and Jamie Elliott was sore and sorry. Stocker. Brilliant.
Slammed
Yeah.
him. It was nice.
Yeah, but it was a fair slam
very
because he
good-
went down with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was nothing wrong with the tackle. It wasn't a free kick. The ball spilled out. It was play on.
Yeah.
That was, I was standing with Marshy at that time, and I was like, that's the 1997 prelim final
Yeah.
where Berkey and
It was McKernan.
Berkey and someone else double teamed
Oh.
and tackled McKernan,
Yeah.
and broke his collarbone. All fair. It was all fair. But that's what you need to bring. If you're going to play finals footy and you're going to be a serious side, you need to be unwavering with that.
Absolutely.
You need to absolutely bring the physicality. You want them to wake up the next day and go, oh, shit, I've
You
played a
want to
game of
make
footy.
them second guess going for the footy in the first place because they
Yes.
know they're going to cop it when they get it.
Yes, and it happened a lot. A lot of the time they were fumbling, and it was very uncharacteristic of Collingwood
Yeah.
to not grab it and go because they were like, oh, geez, like they're going to hit us.
Yeah.
No one's taken it up to Collingwood like that.
They were shitting their pants hard.
And I mean,
yeah.
Brisbane beat them, but they didn't. Brisbane just got out the back a lot.
Yes,
They,
yeah.
they beat them in, no offense, but in a bit of a soft way.
Yeah,
You know,
but
they
that's
just
the-
got on a run. Fair
That's
enough.
the brand that Collingwood like to play is
Exactly.
fast. It comes across as soft footy. I mean, no footy's soft, but
Yeah.
they don't like the heat, the tackling, all of that stuff. They'd rather just get on with the game and keep going and keep going. It's like, no, we're going to make you breathe hard. We're going to make you earn everything that you've got on this
Yeah.
football field. So I was really proud of St Kilda for that.
What are your thoughts on letting Dacos do what he wants?
Well, I think Ross Lyon came out in the press conference afterwards.
Yeah, I think he admitted
and straight
that
away he
could've-
said, he was like, Saints fans, don't worry, we'll remedy it.
Yeah.
He got 41, don't worry, we'll fix it next time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that's good because, even with him getting 41 possessions, they still only won by a goal.
Yeah, I don't
That's
think
right,
he.
yeah.
Again, I don't think he was the difference.
No.
No, I don't think he's a difference, but if you want to talk about making players earn it,
Yeah.
I feel like
It
'cause
would
that
have
was
been
one
good
of
to
the
make
things
a
that-
statement. We
Yeah.
wanted to, get like a Windy or someone to bury him. 'cause we said that last
We
week.
said it
Yeah.
last week,
Yeah.
didn't we?
No one really went to him
but
and did
No,
anything.
no one got into him, but someone got into Jamie Elliott.
Yeah.
And that's what I
Yeah.
like to, because he's a good guy of the AFL, Jamie Elliott. He's a very good character.
But it's
On
just
field,
all
off
the
field.
talk of Dacos, not
Yeah.
earning the hard ball.
Yeah.
I really wish we were the one club to go, you're
Shut
going to have
it
to earn
down.
it today.
Yeah.
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 Because
So-
he
yeah.
had like 34 uncontested or
Yeah.
something. It was,
Because he
like,
hasn't had that Lenny
ridiculous.
Hayes moment, Glenn Archer.
No.
Has he? No
He's
one's
come in
buried
and just
him.
been good and getting
Yeah.
touches every week.
Yeah.
Someone
And,
is,
what, credit to him because he's
Oh,
a slippery
unreal.
fish.
He's unreal.
He's
good.
unreal.
He is a slippery fish, and he gets into positions where you go, how did you get there? And it's just work rate.
Yeah.
It's just hard work. So I think Butler may have started on him.
he did.
Butler was pretty much unseen for the game. So I think we've got a few selection calls to make for next week. I don't know if Butler's one of them, but
No, I don't think. I think there's one other small forward that's going to be the big topic of discussion.
yeah, go on. He's your boy.
Yeah.
The Gresh Prince.
The Gresh Prince.
Yeah.
7 disposals.
Yeah.
That's probably going to be his
Something's off.
lowest ever tally.
Something's off.
Yeah, something's not right.
And we
in the
just
Gresham
talked about
locker
him
room.
in the Gold Coast game. That was his most unselfish, probably his best game of the year.
Yeah.
And then you back it up with 7 in our biggest game of the year.
Was
Yeah.
he getting sat on?
I don't.
He may have been getting sat on, but I think the part that epitomised it for me, and you brought it up when we were watching it, was Caminiti running into that open goal,
Yeah.
and he was just like, yeah, whatever.
He didn't
Like,
even
yeah,
go
goal.
up to him after that.
No.
That was disappointing.
Yeah, because that was a team goal.
And
that
it
was
was
a
a team
hard
go-
team effort,
puts
and he
you
wasn't
within-
excited about it, and that shits me.
Yeah.
Puts you within 4 points.
Yep.
Like, this is where you get everyone up and
Yeah,
about.
and that's where you go to him. You give him the big hug and go,
He-
come on, boys. Imagine if
Yeah.
that was Higo.
oh, he
yeah.
goes jumping on Caminiti's back. Piggyback.
Yeah, he's playing team
Gresh turned
footy.
his back on him.
Yeah, he was like, yeah.
He looked like it was a junk time goal and we were still 10 goals down. This is third quarter. We're 4 points down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had to work our asses off to kick that goal.
Yeah.
And he just wanted the cheeky handball.
Yeah.
The glory goal in the, in the
Yeah.
square. And you're like, celebrate. It's Caminiti, mate. It's his first year. Enjoy it. Like,
He's had 5
100%.
games under his belt.
get on. Yeah. So
Yeah.
That was really poor.
I
Yeah.
don't know if we would drop Gresh. I think,
No,
if
I don't
anything,
think-
I
yeah.
wouldn't mind making a statement and making him the sub.
Yeah,
But I still don't think we'll do that.
No, I think we'll start with him on the ground, but he needs a talking to.
And he always kills Carlton.
He does,
So,
yeah.
I don't know.
And that's the thing. That's what I said. I was like, if we're going to make a statement, we'd take him off then and bring Bytel on.
I
and
wouldn't
put
have
Windhager
minded
forward.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he's just one of those players that will kick a goal in the last 2 minutes and win it for you. So,
But are we always hoping for something with Gresh? We need to start seeing constant output.
Yeah, true.
Like Hunter Clark for a little while was that potential. We're seeing it now.
We're seeing it.
He was unreal yesterday.
He was
Some
sensational.
beautiful plays, and he kicked a clutch goal for us, so that was good to see.
Yeah, that was a great kick. Yeah, great set
Beautiful
shot.
kick.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gresh, I don't want him to get away with 7 touches because we're hoping in the last minute of a game he'll do something nice. You can't play people like
And
that.
like, to be honest, like 7 touches, like every player has a shit one.
Yeah.
That's fine, but when you throw in that example, what we just talked about, not getting around your teammates, that compounds it to something stinks a little bit.
Yeah, and there's no contract talks at the moment.
Obviously, contract and all that is getting into his head. And if you want to leave, mate, you're going to have to play some good footy.
Yeah,
Like,
that's it. Yeah, you're actually taking
sell
20 grand
yourself.
off your contract every time you get 7 possessions.
That's it.
So.
Yeah.
But moving on, I want to talk about some of the heroes of the game.
Yep.
Oof, there's a few.
And top of the list for me, Brad Crouch.
Oh, yeah.
Kicks
Such a
the
good
first
last
goal
quarter.
of the game from great pressure in the goal square, moving forward, helping your forwards out. So he gets the free kick, gets stuck into him afterwards
I
as
love
well.
that,
Loved
yeah.
it. Absolutely loved it. So there was that one, but then there was the breaking clear of the pack and kicking the goal in the last quarter. And we almost snatched it from that point.
Yeah.
That was like, oh, wait a minute. Like, wait a minute.
We're all saying that, weren't we?
Yeah, well, like, oh, bugger, this was a good game. And then he kicks out and they're like, oh.
People were ready to leave, walking out the door, and then he kicks the goal, they turn around and come back.
Yeah. So he was definitely a hero for me.
He's been unreal all year.
Yeah, and he's starting to get dividends now with the scoreboard as well.
Yeah.
Like kicking goals. He's a beautiful kicker goal. Beautiful
Doesn't
kicker
miss.
goal. No.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Sebastian, I thought, had some really nice moments.
Very nice moments.
All our senior blokes
Yeah, you
had a
have to say.
significant say
Yeah.
in what was going on.
Battle, Wilkie,
Yeah.
Dukes, Stocker. I was a bit disappointed in. I thought this is a good game for Hilly and Naz, and even Mason Wood was a bit down on his regular output. Our wingers didn't
Yeah, he
really
looks a
get
bit
into the
sore, I
game as
reckon.
much.
Yeah, look, he still had a good game, 23 disposals. He had 2 points, turned that into 2 goals, and
true,
we're
that's a
saying,
good
he's
game.
best on. So,
Yeah.
Fair call.
he still had some amazing intercept possessions. Like some of those marks, he was just grabbing over the top of the pack and everything like that. So I think we're just getting used to him being really good.
Probably. I mean, if that's a bad game, that's not bad.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like he has to make the highlights reel for him to have a good game. It's like, no. He's still the most consistent winger in the comp at the moment. So
Yeah.
he had another good game. Wanganeen Malira taking the kickouts now. Love it.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
nice.
so juicy.
But, and Ross brought it up in his presser, but that last minute where he just got a hand on it, stopped them from marking it what would be a goal.
Yeah.
You know,
So vital.
like because at the start of the year in the threads, Jakey was putting together his team, and he had Nars in the back line, and I'm like, I don't see him being very defensive at the moment. You know, just because he's young, slight, whatever. But he's really impressing me with not only his beautiful kicks, but his defensive aptitude. It's been really good to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I was saying to you at the start of the game, I was like, oh, geez, Philip Ho, he seems like, he's just
he's
lacking a
had
bit.
14
Like, God, he's had 14 touches and he
Yeah.
takes an incredible mark up forward. I was like, all right, I'll shut up. So 19.
Joyce is like,
He
needs rest.
he could well get the Rising Star nom this week. There weren't many youngsters better than that.
What was his numbers at the end?
19 and a goal.
Yeah, that's not bad.
19 possessions, 1 goal, 3 marks.
Oh, if he
He
had
set up
got that
goals.
one at the end.
Oh,
Yeah.
my.
Oh.
That would have been it. That would have been Rising Star nomination straight out of the hat.
Yeah.
So,
That's been-
he's got something
Yeah,
special. I had a
that's
couple of
been so
Collingwood
good.
mates message me straight away after that going, oh, geez, like, kid can play. So, Sinclair, good again. Love Crouchy.
Yeah.
So Sinks in the guts. Are we,
it's a great move for the last quarter.
yeah.
He's still got
Yeah.
that explosive pace in the middle in that last quarter. We waited.
Do you think we waited a little bit too long? No?
No, because they still, at the start of the last quarter, we hadn't figured out the midfield yet. And it wasn't until Rowan Marshall was getting fancy and Sinclair was going, oh, yeah, juicy stuff. Yeah, so...
I don't think that'll persist with Steele as much, though, next week.
Yeah, I think
You think they will?
I think
They'll still
Sinclair
rotate
will
it?
get some rotation through there because he's fantastic. And geez, what an outlet for a handball out the side. Like if Crouchy and Steely are doing the hard ball gets, and you've got Sinclair out the side,
That's not bad.
it's bloody good. And he's a beautiful kick inside 50. So
Quick one, like if you drop Steele in the game yesterday, what's happening?
Probably draw it or win it.
Yeah.
I reckon
People say, mate, if we just had Membry in the goal square, we win that game.
Oh, wouldn't it? There was two vital moments where I was like, geez, we need Membry or King and we need Steele. That first quarter, if we had Membry there, we're putting 4 goals on the board.
Yeah.
The last quarter, the first 10 minutes, if we had Steele in the midfield, they're not walking it out the way they did.
Yeah.
Could we have...
We needed someone to steady the ship, and he was it.
Tom Campbell, I think, was an emergency.
Yeah.
I mean, he played for Sandy anyway, and he had big numbers again. Mm-hmm. Is this the sort of game that we really could have pulled that trigger to release Rowe to just go back and go forward and be an outlet?
Yeah, true.
Because
But
they
you
have
sacrifice
no
another
ruckman.
player with legs. That's the only other thing. It's like...
But if anything, we weren't lacking legs, we were lacking height. We were lacking some presence in the air.
Yeah.
And Tom Campbell brings that and allows Rowe to go sit in the goal square for 5 minutes.
I was going to
a quarter.
say, yeah, maybe to send him forward, it would have been a good option. True.
Where would Rowe have been in that first 10 minutes with Campbell in the ruck? He would have been sitting at centre half back, taking marks.
Yes, yeah.
We had no one that could do that.
Yeah, I'm just thinking,
But-
who would you take out?
But that's not what Ross does.
No,
Ross is not going to
no.
change his system just because of the other team.
Yes, yeah.
But I'm
yeah.
just thinking in hindsight, could we have used another tall? Maybe.
Yeah,
But-
potentially.
yeah. Yeah.
Anything else we need to cover? Caminiti.
We'll end it on that. But
Yeah.
what are our thoughts on that whole situation? Because he's
Was-
getting
was-
bashed a little bit, the young kid in
I reckon
the
it's-
social media.
You take, I know it's a football thing, but you take what happened out on the streets. It's Murphy's the one that's getting in trouble.
Yes, yeah, he's the one that started it, and Caminiti's doing self-defence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we've seen that camera angle where he gets hit in the face, and we'll be using that. We will be using that.
Sure.
And not only that, Murphy jerks at the knees.
Yeah.
He drops a bit, doesn't he?
He drops
Before
a
he
bit
gets
to
hit.
get out of the way, clocks him in the jaw. It was the same thing that happened with Andrew Gaff and Brayshaw, those 5 years ago, whenever it was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then, he misses a grand final. So
Oh, we know that the tribunal's going to have their decision already
it's run
made
by
up
Michael
within
Christian.
2
He played
seconds.
for Collingwood. Game over.
It's going to be 4 weeks.
But
I
like-
guarantee it.
Silly, ill-disciplined, but at the same time, things you love to see, talking about the mongrel.
Yeah, the mongrel. Yeah.
You got a 19-year-old bloke just getting, he would have been getting that all day.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
Yeah.
you know what, that's enough. You're not,
Yeah.
Apparently Murphy does that quite a bit.
Yeah,
For
I
even
believe
Collingwood fans, I was reading online, they were saying he's a bit of a mongrel off the ball. But
Yeah, he is a
they love
physical
him
player.
for it, but
Yeah.
now he's sorry.
now he's very sorry.
Yeah, now he's missing Anzac Day because of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
No, he is. Yeah.
They ruled him out.
Well,
Concussion protocol.
concussion.
He's off.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
done for 12 days. He was knocked out. So
Yeah.
All the Collingwood nuffies, though, calling the radio saying, he's missing out on Anzac Day. Not because he's concussed, but he's
Because
missing
he's
the
missing
next
a big game, give
He's
him 10
missing
weeks.
Anzac Day.
Yeah.
So that should compound. Or,
No.
Oh, yeah.
you like, turn it up.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, jeepers.
Yeah.
I reckon they'll give him 4 and we'll talk it down to a 3 or something.
I'm
I don't
hoping
know.
I'll be happy with 2. Because
Yeah, I reckon
I
he'll
think
get
it was
more than
Bucks
that.
was having a chat that it was careless.
It wasn't
Yeah.
intentional.
Wasn't intentional. He didn't
Yeah.
mean to get him in the head.
High contact,
Yeah.
unintentional.
And,
Because
2
I
to
reckon what
3.
he was doing was because I think it was open hand, and I reckon he was going for the chest.
or he gave him
Well,
the
because
Bruce
that's what he
Lee.
copped. That's what he copped. So he's just giving it back.
Yeah, that's it. And he jerked at the knees, and it's clocked him in the jaw and got him in that soft spot.
And
where
they
you
were
are
chatting
just
after the
out.
game, shook hands, and the spirits.
Yeah, they
seemed
discussed
fine
it after the
between
game,
them.
they were
Yeah.
fine.
So disappointed because wouldn't that have been such a delicious storyline, Caminiti coming up
Against Carlton. Yeah, I didn't even think that.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. Oh well, we got Stocker to do it anyway.
And
He's
silver,
got mongrel.
silver lining, we'll get Skunk back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he
straight in,
kicks,
straight
that's
swap.
an automatic 4 goals against Carlton. So
Yeah.
Yeah, spot on.
Just quickly, sorry.
Oh, here we go.
Just a quick recap about the Bentley Social,
The Bentley Social.
disco. Like
Biggest
That
ever.
was huge.
It was
Biggest
huge,
ever.
and even though it was still nearly 250 there,
I reckon it would've been
capacity.
250
it
or
was
over.
250.
So
Yeah.
we're at capacity, and we
yeah.
can still. I think everyone there, after a few little seating manoeuvres,
Yeah.
everyone was able to see the game, and it was just done in a really It was a fun environment.
It was good fun.
When we
it was
kicked some
largely
of those-
respectful.
Yeah.
It was very, very largely
Yeah.
respectful.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thanks
The
to...
only one that mucked it up was a Carlton supporter, really,
Oh, his damn hat.
with his damn hat.
Yeah, there was a Carlton supporter and there was a Collingwood supporter there.
Yeah.
And when he walked in, and he was one of our sponsors, mate. So we're like, oh yeah, you know what, that's fine. But the Carlton supporter was there for a separate event.
Yeah.
He was there for a birthday event, and they just happened to all be St Kilda supporters except for him. But
Yeah.
he was thoroughly enjoying the footy. He had a good time.
Yep.
But the Collingwood bloke, I was like, mate, there's only one condition of entry here. If you're here with your St Kilda mate, I don't mind. You're wearing your Collingwood colours, that's okay. You got to be holding a Saints TV lager.
Yes.
From Mornington Peninsula. He's like, don't worry, I'm about to get myself one now.
Everyone
and I
was
like,
getting them.
fantastic.
Every time I went up to get a wine or something, everyone was just getting the lager.
They're so
That's
easy.
why I thought I'd rep the Mornington Peninsula jumper, just to
Yep.
thank them for
Yeah.
partnering with the Bentley Social and providing some good beer.
Came for a few more next time. I keep forgetting it's right next to the train station, so is mine.
I
You
can't
think
believe
so?
you drove. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just easy.
easier, yeah.
You did a very nice thing at the end, though, Joyce. Oh, jeepers.
All right, yeah, we're all right.
Just the pass the parcel, though.
That was good. That was very
we
good.
needed some. It was good fun, but need to fine tune that a little bit. That's okay.
I had no idea what was
no
going on.
rehearsal, so
That
would help.
I turned the music on and walked
So-
off, and I was like,
yeah, just let it go.
I didn't know what you were doing.
Done a lap.
It's all about music.
parcel
You got to
did a
stop and
lap.
start.
See, I didn't know that you wanted me to stop the music to cue that the parcel needed to be opened. I thought you were just...
Do you not know pass the parcel?
That's exactly what Pass the Parcel is. Have you never played it?
Oh, no, I have played it, but it was a
It's
fair
like
few
musical
concussions ago.
chairs.
So
It's like musical chairs.
it's like
couldn't
musical
believe it.
chess.
Can we do that next time?
Dude.
Yeah. But so yeah, you pass the parcel. Okay, we'll let that
Yeah.
slide. But at the end, you got on the mic and he said
Yeah,
some
that was
nice
nice.
words. It was a lovely little cherry on top about how he's. What did you say?
I can't remember.
But it was nice. Whatever you
it
said.
was all crap. I was
It was
kidding.
nice.
No,
and
of
you
course,
just
yeah.
you put the game in a nutshell and
Kept everyone positive.
Kept everyone positive.
And then
Exactly
we,
right.
we gave out some
Yeah.
prizes after that to the folks that stayed around. The best dressed as well. So
Yeah, there was a lady there that used
lady
to be.
there with- was that with the cast
the
as
door
well?
lady?
It was awesome.
She used to be the door lady at the Saints Disco back in
Yeah,
the 80s.
that's right.
So,
Yeah.
and she had a cast on. She broke her arm and put a St Kilda little sleeve over
That
the
was
top of it.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was really cool. She had the ribbons in as well in her hair, so she was really dressed up.
Yeah.
Well done. So she got to walk away with a nice little prize. So don't forget next time, the next game it'll be against Adelaide, and that'll be a hot
we're going to
contest.
have two in a row, believe it or not.
Two
It's back
in
to
a row
back.
at the
Adelaide
social.
and
Then
Sydney.
GWS in Sydney.
GWS. True.
Yeah. So.
Jeez, that's going to be fun.
Yeah,
That's
gonna
going to
be
be
busy.
really good fun. Yep. So
Yeah.
don't forget, there will be prizes there. Some bloke said, "Oh, I was going to get the face paint on." I was like, "Well, got to do it for the
That's
Adelaide game."
automatic win.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
yeah.
isn't it?
If there's
yeah.
any paint on you, you're straight up to the top of the pile.
Yeah, get your William Wallace on.
Yeah. So the only thing that would beat that is letters on chests, like the.
Oh,
there
yeah.
was a,
you get a
like-
group.
Imagine getting a Filippo going on a really long last name.
Nah.
Conga line.
Yeah, that's it. Alrighty, but Bentley Social, massive success. Thank you so much to everyone who came along. Thanks for Bentley Social for putting it on and being our major partner. So I'm so excited for the next one. I'm so
Yeah,
excited for the next
same.
one. It's going to be great. But without further ado, some
What's
Jakey's
next?
junk mail's in order.
Jakey's junk mail. Jakey's junk mail. Jakey's junk mail. Jakey's junk mail.
We're kicking back now. It's time for Junkies junk mail.
Jakey's Junkies.
Jakey's Junkies.
All right.
Junkies,
I
send
think
in your mail.
it was our first loss of the year, boys. So I think straight off the bat, we just go straight into a bit of a poem.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Just ease
okay,
into it,
yeah.
Just
Lift
get the
mood.
vibes up.
G'day boys, it's Tim in Norway. I wasn't going to do a poem this week because I was a bit sad. But then I went to see the Oslo football team play and I had a couple of coldies and I thought, I'll just do one. Win or lose. Oh, how I despise those pies guys and how every fan base agrees. Oh, how I fancy doing every fan base a favour by bringing that club to its knees. Alas. What would we do different if we could go back and choose? Oh, how I'm so proud of the boys for the effort, but now I just really want to fucking smash the Blues.
That's good.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I think that picks up the vibes a
He
little bit,
was
doesn't it?
fired up,
'Cause
wasn't he?
Unfortunately, I thought Tim was a victim of his own words by the 150 one was just so good.
Yeah.
How can you top that?
Yeah, how can you top that? But
That's a different
he's
genre.
He's got a high standard.
Yeah,
he's got a high
that's
standard.
Yeah, we've drifted into comedy there.
Yeah.
We really have.
Not even the AI could come up with something better, I don't think.
Oh, yeah, true. Where are you getting all these little chatbot things from?
No, my mate, I was chatting about artificial intelligence and he found me this website where like you just say, hey, write me a song
Yeah.
about Jack Steele to the tune of Robbie Williams.
ChatGPT.
And yeah, that's the one. And it just delivers
Yeah.
gold every time. I'm like, bloody hell, this is scary, but also cool at the same time.
Yeah, and now they're doing AIs that can sing as different singers.
That is scary.
Yeah.
Even you? Can they? Surely they can't mimic
Hopefully
you.
not.
Oh, jeez.
Should have got Drink My Booze on yesterday.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
ready to, I was
Once we
ready
get
to
Drink My
have it.
Booze on for the Pass the Parcel.
And he's like, nah, don't do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, you should've
jeez.
done it.
I'm taking over the decks next time.
Junk mail and booze need to be in that next time.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Okay, this is from Ben.
As long as the fans are happy with it.
Yeah.
Of course they would be.
Should Cal Wilkie be the captain next year? While Jack Steele is a gun midfielder and leads by example, I always had a feeling that he was a reluctant captain whose game may benefit from giving up the captaincy. I think Wilkie is more suited to the role in how vocal he is in directing the team on field.
Co-captains.
You reckon go the co?
Yeah. I reckon go.
They're pretty much co-captains now, aren't they?
Essentially, well, yeah, your captain and your vice captain.
Yeah.
What would you say
Doesn't-
are co-captains?
I'm pretty happy with how it is now, but if anything, you could swap him around and still have Steele as part of a big part of the leadership group. It's up to him, really.
Yeah. I reckon Cole would be great.
Co would be
Yeah.
cool. Just the two of them would be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
One that's kind of more vocal and one that leads by example.
Yeah.
That's a good mix.
Yeah.
This is from Taylor. How much confidence did that give you boys? Undermanned against a flag contender. I guess we're all feeling pretty good about it.
Oh,
aren't
yeah,
we?
definitely. I think we feel more optimistic now than...
Yeah, I think Brad
We were.
Crouch in his little presser afterwards, said we didn't lose any confidence.
Yep.
So if Crouchy hasn't lost confidence, then I haven't.
Nah, Crouchy,
spot on.
Rossi, all the boys haven't lost any
Get
confidence.
up.
We've already talked about this, but Jordan insisted that I mention this on the potty. Jordan,
Aye.
who runs Saints TV Live with Max.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Hello,
Good fellas
boys.
that we saw yesterday. He said, how good was Ben Patton refusing to help up Ginnivan? Highlight of the game
Yeah,
for
definitely.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
I remember, who did... David Mundy 2 years ago did it to a player, but he did it even better. The player didn't even put out his hand. David Mundy put out his hand to help him out, and as soon as
that's
the other
right.
player
Yeah,
put
yeah,
out his
yeah.
hand, he walked off.
Sorry.
I was like, that is so funny.
Imagine if Pato did that. He's like, yeah, all right. And then he...
Yeah.
Does the old-
That would have been even better. But yeah, the
So-
way he responded was fine. I loved it. I thought that was so funny.
Bit
yeah.
of handshake
Yeah,
candy would have been
Ginnivan
nice.
found it funny.
Shake candy.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, mate. This is from Chad. Can we look at a level up for a team Guernsey design with a few clubs during gather round having different designs like Freo and Crows? Should we have done a different Guernsey? Other clubs.
I
I
think
think-
coming off the back of the 150, it was...
I think we did one better.
Oh, you liked the black shorts, didn't you?
No. I agree.
Oh,
For
the
those that are
jackets?
listening at
Yeah.
home, I'm wearing the 97 jacket, but when we touched down in Adelaide,
Oh.
wearing those filthy things.
How
my
dare you
goodness.
just drop a photo of Mitch Owens wearing that jacket
I
without
couldn't believe what I
telling
was
us?
seeing. Like, holy moly!
Yeah.
So, whoever is running the merch this year
All right.
are nailing it.
You know who it is?
Who
It is Brycey.
on your Pricey?
On your Brycey.
I knew he'd have his fingerprints on it.
Sinks.
Sinks.
So Sinks has been getting.
He's been involved a
Sinks
little
is
bit,
dipping
hasn't
his
he?
fingers
I
into
thought
it.
it was just the model
And Kingy.
and Kingy. So what?
David King, you're joking.
Yeah, David King.
David King.
No, King.
Oh shit! You got me there. Got me there, you bastards.
He's that on board the Sainers. He's even helping with merch.
I want to do more for them.
This jacket, it's just not premiership standard, guys.
That's
yeah.
King, you know.
Yeah. Well, you guys started it, but No, dead set. So Maxi and Sings, they got a bit of a hands-on
Yeah.
design.
It was the three of them that got together
Yeah, cool.
and put that together. Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
Excellent job, boys.
Yep.
This one's from Laura. Not a question, but it is kind of a question. Can you say hi to my BF Jesse Kennedy? Thanks. Guess we can say hi to Jesse.
All right, Jesse.
Hi, Jesse.
That's your boyfriend or your best friend? I have no idea.
Yeah.
G'day.
Well, it
Either way,
it could be
tuning in.
girlfriend because like Jesse's a bit of a
It says
unisex
BF, I
name.
think.
Yeah, true.
It said BF, did it?
Yeah,
Best
BF.
fr-
Do you reckon-
best friend.
Best friend, boyfriend,
Yeah,
boyfriend.
yeah. There's a lot. There's
Yeah.
a lot of options.
Bad
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
G'day, Jesse.
Bad friend, yeah.
Victoria says, atmosphere was awesome at the social. Thanks for
Hey.
organising.
Yeah, thank
It
you.
was, yeah. It's good to get a lot of those messages. Ryan says, yip yip fellas, gutted to have missed the... I can't say yip yip fellas and then get straight into the question without him chiming.
Yeah.
It's like automatic, isn't it? Yip yip
Yeah,
fellas.
he gets the tingles.
Yeah.
I do.
Gutted to have missed the Bentley Social yesterday, but can't wait to be there in a month's time. My question for the pod this week is whether we as a fan base have a Goldilocks situation with our assessments of Gresh. I'm not sure whether the scrutiny he's receiving is too much, not enough,
Oh,
or
yeah.
just right.
That's what I meant.
Pleased to hear your thoughts as always. That's a good question.
It's
Yeah.
definitely
I think it's just right.
just right.
We're not against him. We want him to be playing better footy. But he needs to do his part.
And we know he's
Yeah.
capable.
Yeah.
It's not like he's in his second year and we're hoping he becomes a player we've never seen him become.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
That's it. He's reached a stage of his career where this is his contract year.
Yeah.
So he, in theory, should be playing some of the best footy.
Yeah. He's a
Yeah.
senior boy now.
He's
Yeah.
senior. Yeah.
He's a senior boy. I think this one will be good for you. Marshy might be able to help with this one.
Oh, yeah.
It's from Scott Duncan. I believe he's from one of the South. He said Hilly
Scotty,
from
yeah.
South Yarra says hi. So yeah.
Ruckman. Yeah. Big
Thanks for that,
Scotty
mate.
Duncan. How are you?
Yip yip Jakey, Joycey and Marshy.
Loves it.
Oh, yeah.
Time for a couple of my favourite podcasts across streams for a minute. Charlie Clausen?
Yeah.
Is an actor and podcaster, but most importantly, a Saints ambassador. Listening to his podcast, episode 416, Moldy Locks, the other day, and Charlie was after one of the Saints training jerseys from 2020, the black hot cross bun design. Do you guys remember that
Oh,
one?
yes,
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Apparently, he's been looking everywhere for this said Guernsey,
Yeah.
and no one has any trace of it, as if it doesn't exist.
Nah, they're,
Oh, it's
they're
a
out
Like it's a
there.
Mandela
Nelson
effect.
Mandela effect, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Nah, they're
He's-
out there. They pop up every now
that
and
one
then.
there,
Yeah.
got the
Yeah.
photo, bloody
Got it.
nice.
Yeah,
that
they
is
are
a
cool,
very
yeah.
nice one.
Hopping
No-
on, keep an eye out on Marketplace.
Yeah?
Yeah. Keep an eye out on Marketplace. It's a place to be.
He hasn't gone the public.
Oh, well, well, you're not finding them at the Red Cross. You gotta-
I think
you
he's
gotta-
gone to the club and they've said, "Nah, don't have any."
Oh, of course they don't. Yeah, that's got the bloody Deliveroo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
Go on the Facebook. There's a lot of groups. What is it? AFL, buy, sell, swap. And there's a
Yeah.
lot of Saints ones.
Yeah, there is a Saints
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll put it out there, I
Oh,
guess.
Charlie.
Yeah.
This one's from Rocky. Gents, love the pod.
Thank you.
Regarding the Pies game, I can't help but feel that Membry standing in the goal screw as a second tall forward would have forced Moore to stay more accountable and change the game.
Yeah.
And a hard tag on Nick Dacos was pretty obvious. Windy has the size, tank and tenacity to force him to play defensive instead of setting up all their players' thoughts.
It's not a bad shout.
Before we say that, I think that Windy's still a bit... Like, he doesn't quite trust his hand at the moment.
Yeah.
And that's why he only played 56% game time yesterday.
Yeah.
We did a Luke Ball on him yesterday.
Yeah.
Didn't play
Yeah.
much of the game, and he didn't play much in the guts. I don't think it's 100% yet.
That's
Yeah.
why I would have thought that's the perfect time to send him to somebody, just to shadow him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least I wouldn't have minded us just trying it for
Yeah.
a quarter.
Yeah.
Just see if it works.
Yeah.
But that's all right.
Hands suck. I
Hey?
knocked
Yeah.
it like I had the same injury in two of the bones in there, and I knocked it on the car getting out. And this happened almost over 10 years ago, and it still kills.
Yeah?
Like, as soon as you get a knock on a screw in your hand,
Have you got screws in there?
Yeah, I got 4 screws in there. It's bloody.
He's
hurts.
falling apart, this guy.
No, I'm back
Hamstring,
together. I've got
screws.
screws. I got a screw in my elbow, my hand, my knee.
This is the Meccano man.
Yeah, that's it.
This is from Laura, and the subject is Haley's junk mail question.
Oh, where's Haley?
Haley Watson's
Wow,
back.
yeah, Haley
Yeah,
back
Watson.
with a bang.
Someone at the socials talking, asking about Haley Watson.
I wonder if Haley Watson was there. Probably in secret.
I reckon she definitely was. I saw her.
hey boys, so I unfortunately lost faith in the team and turned it off at the start of the fourth.
Oh, yeah.
Turn it off at the start of the fourth. We were 6 points down.
Yeah.
Coming from a family of Collingwood supporters and past trauma,
Triggered.
Yeah,
It's,
okay.
I get that.
That's an out.
It's so hard listening to the constant put downs about the club, even when we are playing well this year. Why does the media / other supporters have such a hard time rooting for us?
Because it's easy. We're an easy target. And people love an easy target when their teams who should be performing well for some reason aren't, i.e. Richmond, who will eat their own.
Yeah.
But they love having a go at the smaller teams. And they love rubbing the premierships in the face.
That's
It happens every week. Every week that St Kilda win and play good footy, it's just like, nah, they're not playing anyone, blah, 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 blah. It's like, yeah. Well,
I will say, though, I feel like we've almost gotten more positive credit out of losing by 6 points to the Pies than we
100%,
almost did from winning the first 4 weeks. I'm not exaggerating.
That's a fair call.
I've not had any, I was telling Joycey off air, but I haven't had any bad DMs. I haven't had any Collingwood fans message the channel saying, ha, you shit, 4-1.
Yeah.
We're still top.
Yeah.
We've only lost by a goal, and we've got players to come back now.
yeah.
We're getting to that part of the season where it's going to be Steele and Membry. Then another 2 or 3 weeks, it's going to be King.
Yeah.
Jack Billings is only 1 week away now on the injury list.
There you go.
So even he probably plays Sandy soon. So, we're not an easy target at the moment.
No.
Not in terms of this year, at least.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like, I always say to the people that are having a go at us, no matter what team they go for, you just look at them and go, then beat us.
Yeah.
Then beat us. Like when you come up against us, beat us, and then we'll have a chat about footy. But until that point, shut up. Like we can only beat who's in front of us. So far we have up until the weekend, and we got bloody close. So to those people, if you're getting picked on by these people, no matter who they are. And even if it's a Collingwood supporter, you just go, yeah, it was a good game. We almost got there in the end. But yeah, you guys are a good team.
Yeah, next time you're in trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's like, can't wait for the next one. We'll see what happens. But if we haven't played them yet, you just go to then beat us.
Because it's sort of like the game, like losing. It's kind of like if you get something new, like you get a new car or you get, I don't know, anything new, you kind of need to get like a little ding on it. Like you need a lucky ding.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I got my car, took it out for the first night, and someone, it seems like they've just like dropped a pushy against it, and it's a massive scratch. And I was so cut, but Aditi's like, nah, that's good luck, because then you've got your lucky ding in there, and you're not going to get bigger ones.
Yeah.
Battle scars.
Battle scars. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, 4 guitars behind me.
Yeah.
They're not yours until you build a bit of character.
Yeah, true.
Like, I mean, this one came with character built into it, but still, it's got knocks all through the bottom of it. That's what you want.
That's
Mate,
the rock and roll lifestyle.
That's not the guitar, the bloke holding the guitar.
Yeah,
You got more battle scars than anyone, mate.
So true.
You are
It does build
the analogy
character,
for what Marshy's taught. His car is you.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, true. And I'm, you know what? I'm due for more surgery soon, so might have to have a week off the podcast because I'll have
The wisdom teeth.
Yeah. Apparently, I've got 6.
6?
I've got 6 wisdom teeth.
Are you sure they're not
do
the
like
screws?
Nah. No, you sure they're not screws? Yeah, they're just a couple of loose screws from the elbow. Yeah. No, I've got.
Is that even possible?
Yeah, they said it's very rare, but sometimes you can have 6 wisdom teeth. And as I know with my body, I have like rare things happen to me. So I have 6 wisdom teeth that I need to get removed. So
Crikey.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much,
Yeah,
boys.
That's
Yeah,
probably
it's
a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, spot on. So, but yeah, one of these weeks coming up, I might be a bit quiet.
That's all good.
That's swollen.
That's it. That's actually Thomas, last one,
Yeah.
was asking, and this will lead us into the Carlton game, but who comes out for Steele? So we can jump straight into the preview
Yes.
off the back of Thomas's junk mail, I think.
Looks
Yep.
like it's Cabaniti.
Well, yeah, Cabernet
there's
straight
2.
swap for Membry.
Yeah.
Too.
So do you look
Yeah.
at who else, like a Bytel would go as a sub again?
It just, yeah.
Windy.
Now that we're starting to get players back, and I was saying to you boys at the start of the game, this will define who needs a rest. And I think it got defined with a fistful of jaw that Caminiti's going to have a rest. But some of the younger lads who are coming through, one of them probably needs to have a rest. I'm not sure who it's going to be. It's not going to be Filippo. He's doing too well. Not going to be Machado Owens, doing too well. But I'm thinking, mate, it could even be a Bytel. So he's been subbed on. He's been, he hasn't been starting in the team.
No.
So I reckon it could be a sub situation where Steele straight in, Windhager sub,
Bartel.
or Windhager rest.
I was thinking,
Yeah.
to me, out of the two,
Yeah.
I think Windy needs the
Just
rest
an extra
more.
week on his hand.
Just that's it, exactly.
Yeah.
I think Bartel's fit. He's 100%.
Yeah.
He just hasn't had the minutes.
yeah.
Let's give him some
Only had
minutes.
that little ankle worry.
That's it, and that was
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. So,
Um,
depending
yeah.
on how the ankle is, depending on how the hand is,
I
with
think
Windhager, it's one of those two.
It's
I
definitely
think,
one
yeah.
of those two. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call.
So but it's not too much of a concern,
Nah.
We're
going to roll into this game film. The only thing that could be an issue is the fact that it's a 5-day break, and they played on bloody Thursday or did something, didn't they, Carlton?
yeah.
They've had
How does that
ages.
work?
How does that
Yeah.
work?
AFL
They're the
love it.
first game of the gather round. We're the last game. Let's put them both together.
Yeah.
But if anything, that shouldn't be a
all right.
problem for us.
But it's on a Sunday, isn't it? We're playing
Yeah.
on Sunday, so it's
Also,
7
days.
7-day break.
Yeah, what am I
well,
thinking,
6 day.
5 days?
Yeah. I keep thinking it's on Saturday night as well. It's
Yeah,
not. It's
must
on
be.
Sunday afternoon at 3:20. When I had a look at the fixture, I was like, I could have sworn we were playing them on a Saturday night.
Sorry, they get 10-day break. We get 7. or
Yeah,
something.
which, you know what, I think bodes better for us because every time that you come off a long break, you're a little bit sluggish at the start.
And-
it takes a bit more to get going.
They got done by 10 goals, so they're going to be thinking about this, maybe overthinking it.
Yep.
And
They're
we
gonna have
didn't
a
give
long
much
10 days.
away. We didn't give much. Like that was one thing I liked out of it was I went and checked the Carlton board out as well because they're previewing the game. There's about 50 pages. They're chatting about the Sainers already.
Yeah.
And what we did against Collingwood, even though we lost, still kind of worried them
Yeah.
because they're like, geez, they last 10 minutes. They're going to be hard to beat.
Yeah.
It was almost like we'd won. We impressed them.
Yes, yeah, we've
You know?
impressed everyone.
Yeah. So that was good. And
And I think we kind of play similar brands to Adelaide at the moment.
yeah,
they're
that's
they're very sharp, electric.
Yeah,
you know,
they've just
doing
got
all-
that functioning forward line that really puts on the big score.
They
which-
do, but
yeah.
I know great pressure. They're a good team to watch. I thought
they're
they
great.
were shit, but they're a good team.
yeah, they are. They're doing well.
Yeah,
But for us, key matchups. It's always the same when you think about Carlton. It's their twin towers,
yeah.
And
So
it's
it's
Paddy Cripps.
Mackay and Howard.
Mackay and Howard and Wilkie and Curnow.
Yeah,
Battle-
Cripps and Steele, which Ross Lyon said in the press conference after the game.
Yeah, because he knows that he likes to play on Cripps.
Yep.
And I guess they got Walsh back, and he was very good in his
he
first game back.
Got good legs.
Good legs.
We've got good legs.
Ronnie Burns, just stick to him when he's around the
Yeah,
ground
on the
and
wing.
let him follow him.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And then our forwards, Membry loves playing Carlton.
He does. He
Like,
loves playing.
he's probably
Carlton.
averaging 3+ goals a game against them in his career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And our
And he'd be
Smalls,
itching to get back out there.
Itching.
yeah,
Itching. He wants to get goals on the board.
yeah. And he was quiet at Sandy, but
No,
he didn't
it-
need to go to Sandy to
Yeah.
kick 10. Just
Sandy
get a
is
run
where
in.
tall forwards go to die. Like it's just,
Yeah.
such a hard ground to,
Yeah.
you know, and shit conditions.
Yeah.
Always, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think matchup wise, like we've probably got equal on the best defence in the league right now, if not the best. They've got the best forward line along with Adelaide, so I reckon it's going to be a hot contest down there, and we just need to make sure that our ball movement is as good as it's been for the first 5 weeks, and we shouldn't have too many issues. Contested ball in the middle. Got to make sure that we're winning it. We let Collingwood have the first couple of clearances on the weekend.
Yeah.
We let Tom Mitchell have a goal. So we can't let that happen. We need to come out hard and quick. And I think that Ryan Marshall's going to build off of that game and come out the man. He's going to be the absolute man. So I wouldn't even be surprised if he goes up in that first rock contest and brings it down himself.
Just bombs it in the forward line.
Yeah.
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 We've got more on the outside, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
We've got more run.
We've got that
They've got
spread.
Adam Sard, he always poses a threat, but you never know if it's going to do much. Like, you'll get a bit of ball, but you never know if it's going to amount
Yeah.
to a lot.
Yeah.
We've got Sinks. It always amounts to something from Sinks, so he's our main go-getter.
Because it was pretty much Sinks or Sard for the All Australian
Yeah.
last year.
It was,
true.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
Sinclair. obviously.
Sinclair got the chockies, yeah. Didn't Sard was the
He was
All
in too,
Australian?
wasn't he?
Was he?
Yeah.
Weren't they both the half
I think they were both the halfback
Were they
flankers.
both?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
fair
yeah.
enough. Maybe it was in one of the years because Sinclair's done it 2 years in a row. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, it could have been the year before that. Yeah.
The Sink's been all.
No, it's just the one.
Oh, I'm getting
Yeah.
carried away.
Yeah, I'm
He's
getting
going to
carried
get it
away.
again this
The
year.
David King thing's thrown him completely.
Yeah, it really
No,
has.
he's
What's
got no
that?
idea. The David King
David King.
comment.
Oh, yeah. It's put you off.
He's off.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'm off. All right, scrub that last.
But yeah, I think that it was interesting. I was talking to my old man, and he always has some interesting lines after a game. And he said, St Kilda Collingwood on the weekend was the game that I was least interested in. The least interest, because I'm not sure about the other teams. I'm not sure what's going on in Adelaide. I'm not sure what's going on with Brisbane. I'm not sure what's going on with Melbourne, with Essendon, with these teams that are coming up. You know, I'm not really convinced by anybody at the moment because everyone has wavered and everyone has dropped the ball at times and had a big loss. So he was like, I'm more keen on watching the other games and seeing what happens with the other teams. Because, and I'm not convinced by Carlton either. And that's what I really wanted to watch. And if we can come up against Carlton on Sunday and knock them off, we are a serious team. If we're thereabouts with them, we're going to be an average team. If we lose, we're going to be bottom 10. So he was like, I think that Carlton are dead set the mediator in the AFL, or the median in the AFL. And if you can beat them convincingly, you're going to do
Doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair call. I just hope that we can maintain the rage.
Yeah.
Bring that intensity
Yeah.
for as long as it has been going for.
Yeah.
Because the Blues don't like that.
No, they
No,
don't.
they don't like the heat.
The quick starts.
Yeah.
Right? If we can pull off a quick start, then they're having Vietnam flashbacks.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
They rely very heavily on their twin towers.
Very
If we stop even one of them,
Yeah.
that to me is already we're in the plus a couple goals.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we did it last year.
We did. Mackay, I think he had a lot of shots for memory.
Yeah,
And he
a lot of
kicked like
misses.
3 goals 4 or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Could have had a day out.
Yeah.
Kerno was playing. Was he playing?
Yeah, he kicked like 2 goals or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is this game not being moved to the G?
Is there a game at the G on Sunday?
No.
I think it's because Marvel is owned by the AFL.
Oh, what to do?
Yeah, it's financial reasons.
Oh, they just made however much over in Adelaide.
Yeah.
So they've proven they can be pretty flexible with where people play games.
Yeah, it could be
I'd back
schedule
us.
as well.
I'd back us more at Marvel anyway.
I want to be at
more
Marvel.
in tight, get in
Oh,
their
for
face.
sure. But
Yeah.
like in terms of, it's already sold out. It's been sold out for a week. So
Has it? This game?
Yeah.
Shit,
Are we
didn't
getting
know
tickets
that.
or no?
No,
Oh.
probably not. Well, I'm going to
I'm
just go GA at the top, I guess.
Well, I was going to
Well,
say, yeah.
I
we
suppose
getting
reserve
in?
seats. Yeah, they're all
So
sold
reserves
out.
all gone.
Oh, reserves all
So
gone. Okay.
we'll be standing behind the goals.
Ooh, it's going to be a big one. So we
Yeah.
got them last year,
That was such a good game.
but again, that was
no, because of the Monday game. They got to get the ground ready for the Monday game.
yes.
Because they've got Monday, Tuesday happening. They've got the Anzac Eve and
yeah, and then Anzac Day.
Anzac
what
Day.
did you do? Adelaide Oval just had 5 games there in a row. Don't give me that shit, Joycey.
So what do we
Busy.
think? What do we think, boys?
I think
Give me the feeling.
we've got the only game at Marvel that round anyway. That's why Marvel don't have any other games.
Yeah. Okay.
What do we reckon? Oh, we've gone with our prediction for
no, just how we're feeling. going
how we
into
feeling.
this.
Yeah, I'd
Feeling good?
love to see Manbury kick 2 or 3.
Yeah.
and see that in the first half. I'd love to. Yeah, love to see him do that, and of course, then they'll put the double teaming on him and whatever. But just having another avenue to goal, another experienced avenue, and seeing him roam across the half forward line is going to be
It's going to be
refreshing.
very nice, isn't it?
Yeah, because he's going to be that extra target because our ball movement really stopped at centre half forward.
Yeah.
Really stopped. They were able to get us there, so
Hmm.
our entries weren't that good. It'd be nice to see him just go up, take a big mark, come down, settle, and then give time for your Machitos and your Philippos to get down.
Well, settle that. That's the word, because I'm really interested to see how he fits into this team.
Yeah,
how he
we haven't
looks,
seen it.
just how he looks in this team.
Yeah, well, he's
And-
quick. He's a quick boy, so I reckon
Yeah,
he'll be
but
up
his
there.
decision making will need to be quicker.
Wait, who are we talking about?
Membry.
Membry.
Yeah. He's fast. He is bloody fast.
Yeah.
So
I just mean his ball movement.
yes,
When he
but
gets
yeah,
it up the ground,
Oh,
the
okay,
fact that
yeah,
his
yeah,
quick
sorry, yeah.
decision making,
Yeah.
that needs improvement, but maybe it has. We'll see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I reckon it would have. Yeah.
And I'm also really keen to see how Steele reintegrates under this new structure than what he did last year, because, he went out, we did what we did while he was away, but I think when he returned, we didn't click.
Yeah.
We didn't have that previous 10 games or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is that I reckon the system we got, it just works.
Well,
Yeah.
I liked that last week someone asked Ross about, when Membry comes in, will the team have to adjust for
Yeah,
him?
yeah.
And he just straight away just said, no, he adjusts for the team.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love that. Because
Yeah.
other people will, if you get a big name, a Buddy Franklin,
Yeah.
Sydney Swans have dealt with that for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Trying to mould a team around Buddy.
Yeah.
Now they're getting to that phase because obviously he's
They're gonna
probably
move on.
He's got to move on.
Yeah.
It's not about Buddy anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sooner they move on from Buddy, the better. They'll win a
Absolutely.
premiership as
And-
soon as it happens. We got into a grand final pretty much two years after we got rid of Lockett. It's what happens. You stop building the team around a player and build the team around the team. So
That's it. That's what
Yeah.
we're doing.
Yeah.
boys, Marvel Stadium,
320.
Sunday, 3:20.
The Fortress.
The Fortress. Yeah, I'll definitely be there. It's going to be a hot game of footy.
Very.
I love beating the Blues, so hopefully we can get the Chockies. No joke
No joke, but
at the end, but we're still feeling
Still
in a
feeling
jovial manner anyway.
Very
so,
jovial.
Absolutely.
Very
yeah.
jovial.
So without further ado, we'll sing ourselves away with a bit of Saints football.
Saints footy.
Saints footy. Saints footy. As I shampoo my hair, I really love my Saints footy, and I love the feeling. So does the family. Oh yeah, Saints footy. Saints footy.